What's good, my people, man? This your boy is either we're here. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whichever time you're watching this video. And today I'm gonna cover some things. I know I was talking to another commenter who commented on one of my recent videos who wanted to that I told him I was gonna talk to him. He had a conversation that said he doesn't trust a lot of these truth or YouTubers. Okay, he says he respects me for sticking up for my black people. Which, brother, I commend you for saying that. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to comment, but I'm gonna basically tell him what I don't believe in, okay? Because for all y'all who watch my channel, I've already told you who I believe in, okay? I broke that down, but I'm gonna tell you what I no longer believe in anymore. But before I continue on, I'm just gonna get this cleared up now because I'm getting sick and tired of people coming on my previous videos. And normally I don't yeah, this is the one thing I don't like, man. I'm gonna tell you what ticks me off before I continue. If you gonna comment at me, all right. If you have a problem, if you gonna debate me, please, you know what I'm saying, do it on one of my recent videos. Don't do it on a video I did last year or previously. Wait till 8, 9 months to just start back up talking against me again, man. There's this one commenter on one of my videos. Name is Joseph Simmons. Okay. Now, of course, Joseph Simmons is one of those people who comment on YouTube with no profile pic at all. Okay, he has no profile pic. They want to argue it. They want to talk down with somebody. They want to debate somebody. They want to remind somebody how stupid they are, how dumb they are compared to them. Yet he has no profile pic. You look on his YouTube channel, he has no content at all. He got no videos at all. He don't got other people's videos he uploaded. Okay. Just basically describing what he likes and what he believes in. He has nothing. He has no proof to show of anything he's telling me. Yeah, this is one of these guys that have been coming on my channel trying to argue with me that sports is rigged and scripted. I'm gonna tell you this right now, man. For those who are listening to this video, do not be like Joseph Simmons, okay? Because it's 2019, all right? We in a whole new year. For those who are still doing videos, who are still talking about sports being scripted and rigged, to me, you're wasting your time. You really are. You need to choose something else to talk about. You need to find something else to do. Okay? Because going on here on YouTube telling other people that sports is rigged and scripted is not going to stop the NFL, the NBA, the MLB, tennis, the Olympics, okay, NASCAR. None of those professional televised sports. They're going to continue to be here. They were around before a lot of us was born. And they're going to still be here when we dead and gone. Okay? Those sports are not going anywhere. Just as long as you got little leagues, okay, you got parents, you know what I'm saying, inspiring their children to be athletes. You got kids wanting to be that. You got high school, you got college, and you got what's called a draft. Then you're going to always get these professional sports, okay? Especially the ones that's doing gematria, trying to make a prediction, okay? And then these are the same people that talk about Jews, but yet you're using a system, okay? If y'all watch a lot of my videos, because I've been around on YouTube for like 3 years, since 2016. And my very first video was dedicated on proving how much these people don't actually watch football. I basically proved in my first video that the people who talk about sports being scripted rigged don't actually watch the full games at all. They don't. They don't watch the first quarter from the fourth quarter. They can't name even 5 starters on the team. Okay, they can't tell you who's all the head coaches. They can't tell you the GMs, the owners of each team, nothing like that at all. But yet they want to tell you that it's scripted and rigged. Okay, they want to complain about certain teams like the New England, right? For still, they say they tired of seeing New England every year, but they don't understand that Tom Brady and Bill Belichick are the best quarterback duo in NFL history. They are a dynasty team. Robert Kraft takes his sports, takes his team seriously. That man puts in a lot of money for them to win, and he don't like losers. Okay. Y'all don't understand why a team like that can go every year, but you'll say it's scripted and rigged because you don't understand the play calling. You don't understand the rules of the game. You don't understand these refs get paid to call a fair game. And if they don't call it fair, these refs get fired. Refs do get fired all the time. Okay? No, I'm tired of it, man. Y'all not going to change my mind or change my opinion on it. And Joseph Simmons, if you feel that way about sports, because this is what I don't like about you, bro. Like, if you're going to comment, at least comment on my recent videos. I just made my Super Bowl 53 prediction. And notice how you say, when I made that video, you're going to come on on a video I did previously last year, right? And this is the video when I debated, I went back and forth with Future Sports. Now, me and Future Sports have no beef. We're cool. Okay, that never was really a beef. That was just a debate. What I did with Future Sports last year was just basically Stephen A. Smith versus Skip Bayless. That was basically First Take or Undisputed. That's all that was. But the one thing I respect about Future Sports actually had video footage to back up what he's talking about, okay? He has actual statements, all right? He talks about what he's talking about in his videos. He has video footage to back up what he thinks is going on. Joseph Simmons don't got no video content, no picture at all because, again, he's one of these cowards. Okay, there's people that talk trash all day long. They go on videos just to pick on some people they don't like, and then they want to convince them how much they're wrong, but yet they got no profile pic or they don't got no video footage. Okay, I've been learned that myself. If you're gonna be on YouTube and you're gonna debate somebody, you better have some video footage to back up your statements. Okay, you better have proof. It's all about show and tell. All right. So let me get this out the way now. If you're going to argue with me, if you're going to debate me on YouTube, you better have some video footage or a link that I can click in and I can see what you're talking about. If not, then you just need to keep your opinion to yourself. Say what you got to say, but don't go calling me stupid. Don't go calling me dumb. And this dude, Joseph Simmons, going to try to say I make money from it. But I told him, dude, you a contradiction to yourself. Because this is what I still don't understand about people who say it's scripted rigged. If you think it's scripted rigged, then why are you trying to gamble from it? Okay? In other words, you're trying to make money off these athletes. You're making money off the game itself. You're gonna sit there and tell other people how wrong they are for watching, but yeah, you're trying to profit from it. That's just people being lazy. That's just somebody that don't want to work no real job. That's how I say, man, just a bunch of lazy people. They don't know how to gamble at all. Okay? And you get it's just like these people who make these YouTube videos who talk about hip hop artists, or they trying to talk about symbols. These people are trying to get easy money. They ain't trying to. These people are not real Christians. I'm gonna get to that in just a second. But anyways, man, for those who doing gematria, trying to make predictions like Zachary K. Hubbard's, which by the way, I shut all that down. I'm one of the reasons why Zachary K. Hubbard had his channel shut down, because my videos, as well as other videos, proved how much of a liar he is. Cutcast Productions no longer around because of me. Bob Bizarre stopped doing what he doing. Okay, Warrior the Truth. All these cats are going because of YouTubers like me who came at them and questioned what they were doing. All right. Even in my last prediction, man, I predicted each one of these teams going to the NFC AFC Championship through my videos. Okay. So people like me, man, we know the truth already. All right. I don't gotta keep explaining no more. I'm just getting off the chest. So don't be like Joseph Simmons, where you're gonna comment on a video I did last year. Comment on one of my recent videos. All right. If you want to go that route. Okay. This dude gonna have the nerve to come at me on a video. Because it's one of the videos I did last year at Future Sports around this time, right? Joseph Simmons don't want to comment on the other video I just put out saying there's gonna be New England and New Orleans. He gonna comment on a video I did last year, bro. That's like petty. Okay, don't do that, man. That's just something's wrong with you, man. Something's mentally wrong with you. You need to go do something else with your life and stop worrying about me. Okay, because if you want to talk about sports being rigged, talk about that on your channel. Because me, personally, I don't give a fuck about sports being rigged, no more scripted. I don't not care. I like sports. I like watching it. I'm going to talk about it. And I'm going to make a YouTube video what I want to make it. Okay? So now, with that out the way, let me get down to business. Again, so shouts out to Thomas Brand, one of my new subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Again, man, much respect to anybody who views my channel. You know what I'm saying? Who comments on it. But anyways, so this shouts out to a YouTuber who commented on one of my videos yesterday. So, bro, I'm going to tell you what I don't believe in. I no longer believe in the devil anymore. I don't believe in Satan. I don't believe in Lucifer. I don't believe in the 666 being evil. Okay? And this is due to me doing research over the past year. You know, talking amongst my friends, my family and everything, having conversations, having different debates, and then open my mind to the realization that the devil is used as a fear tactic. And what I mean by that is people do things out their own free will. Okay? This is what I explained in previous videos, all right? For example, right, when somebody decides to go and shoplift from a store, or they get ready to rob a bank, or say they getting ready to steal a car, or they getting ready to sell some drugs, they doing it because somebody else told them that they could make money doing it, that okay, this can happen if you do this, or they decide to do it because of whichever reason. The devil did not blatantly whisper in the air, tell them to go do something wrong. The devil didn't do it at all. That's just Christians' way of trying to justify an excuse of why something like this is happening. They don't understand what's going on and why a person is doing this. All right? It's just like what KRS-One explained in the Freemason Illuminati video, man. It's like people suffer from mental illness every year, all the time, man. There's different situations that happens. We live in a crazy world. He explains this more than once, okay? And see, for the black folks to understand this, man, where you come from, you study your ancestry, you understand that there was no devil they was worshiping at all. The story of Jesus Christ comes from the same story as Horus. Horus sounds the exact same as Jesus Christ. And last time I checked, Horus existed longer than the story of Horus. Horus was an ancient Egyptian god, but that was around longer than when the Jesus Christ, the letter J came in. I told you, man, the letter J is only 500 years old. All right, ancient Kemet and the story of Horus and all that, like all that stuff in Africa, that existed for like thousands of years. Okay, and plus you don't even have an exact timeline when Christianity started anyway. Yet people say it's the oldest religion. Yeah, I believe in God like everybody else, but I don't believe in calling God Jesus anymore. I'm calling him Yahshua because that was the name that people were calling him before the oppressors came in there. See, the oppressors taught English to everybody, and then they started saying the letter J. They started saying Jesus. But check this out, right? The name of Jesus says it's been around in America, in this country alone. Too many bad things have been happening with it. Like I said, the oppressors who were the slave masters, they taught Jesus, but they were also killing people. All right, in the name of their God. Okay? They was torturing and killing people. You know what I'm saying? They'll wear the white hoods, the white sheets. They'll go on burning down churches, burning down crosses. Like the black folks was worshiping God too, right? The black folks was worshiping Jesus, but they were still, the people who believed in Jesus, the KKK, was still tormenting the black folks, right? And some other dude had the nerve to tell me about try to get on me for getting no hacking headlines. You don't understand, man. People like hacking headlines don't understand the hood. They don't understand black folks at all. They come from different, we come from different worlds. We're not worshiping the same God at all. And I explained that before too. Black people's Jesus ain't the same as the Caucasian's Jesus, man. And if you want to understand about the government we living in, the government ain't ran by no Satan or no devil. The government is doing whatever they want to do. Okay? I've explained this many times why I don't believe in it. This is why I don't believe in the devil no more. The devil to me is fake. There really isn't no hell. Okay? If there is a hell for us, if we die because we sin, it's because we gonna get sent there alone. We gonna get sent there by ourselves. Ain't nobody else gonna be around us. You're gonna be tormented for 1,000 years on your own. Okay, because that's God's way of punishing you for whichever reason. All right. Because think about it, man. If there's really a Lucifer that people say he is, then why isn't Lucifer helping anybody in the hood? Why isn't Lucifer helping nobody in the ghetto get out of their struggle? Yet, you know what I'm saying, people of other races like the Caucasians, and I'm not trying to play the race card, but this is obvious truth. I did a video on that too, man. Y'all need to go watch my TK video where I compare him to the Santa Fe High School shooter in Texas. Okay, the young man that shot that school in Texas and killed that many people. I think he killed like 22, 23 people. He was actually wearing the satanic symbol, the Baphomet symbol on his jacket with his other pins. He's wearing a communist pin, all kinds of stuff, right? But he got life with the possibility of parole. In 40 years, he's gonna get parole, right? TK-47, the rapper who did his murder, who did his capital punishment, his 2 murders, he getting life. He getting 25 to life with no parole. So what does that tell you right then and there? Okay, the Lucifer Satan himself, he ain't coming for the black and brown. He ain't coming for the brother. He does not care about the brother at all. None, man. All right. So y'all need to understand this. How could a lot of these artists and these entertainers be worshiping the devil like that? If the devil didn't even help them when they were struggling. Y'all need to understand that, man. See, this is another thing I want to cover too. Just like the people who do these rigged scripted videos, it's a lot of people doing videos on these entertainers, these rappers, trying to look for a symbol all day long. You going on their music videos, trying to uncover some secrets. You try to make this video sound deeper than what it already is. You try to turn something into something that's really not there. Shame on you, man. Like, y'all basically discrediting people's artwork. Okay? These entertainers, these artists are getting paid to do what they do. Alright? It's part of their job. And just because they're doing this, don't make them evil. Because as far as I'm concerned, that Lucifer stuff, that's just religious views. They ain't got nothing to do with the person themselves. Because, you know what I'm saying, when the camera's not rolling on those people, they regular human beings like you and I. All right, they do what we do on a regular basis. When the camera's not on, when they're not working. And see, this is another thing I understand too, man. People keep trying to say that, you know what I'm saying, these artists are pre-selected. Nobody's pre-selected. That's just stupid as hell, man. That's, again, man, people need to do better research. People need to do something else with their life. Because they do not understand the industry at all. People don't understand how hard the studio, how much work people got to put into to this music. Just to do one song, you know what I'm saying, could take over 24 hours. Because not only do you got to beat, you got to do the beats, okay? You got to do the patterns. You got to make a beat, but then you got to write to it. Then you got to record. Then you got to mix and master. That takes hours, okay? I've been in the studio where we were there from 10 a.m. all the way to 10 p.m. the next 10 p.m. at night. 10, 11 p.m. all the way to 12 a.m. Okay? So imagine if it takes a whole one day to make a whole song, it can take you up to 9, 10 hours to make one song. Imagine making an entire album. Okay? Big and Pop, when they're around, they spend hours and hours into the studio. Okay? That's all they were doing. And they go out and perform amongst other things. Especially Pop. Pop was a workaholic. He was in the studio non-stop. You know what I'm saying? Making his raps. That's why he's working so good. Scott Gutierrez did a good job with Pop. Okay? Same thing with Puff Daddy with Biggie Smalls. Okay? It's a lot of work that goes into this work, man. Nobody's pre-selected like that. Y'all need to stop saying that. And stop saying, you know what I'm saying? Stop talking about Freebasing. Because Freebasing ain't got nothing to do with this Luciferian stuff neither. Okay? It's been people for years on cable, YouTube, think they got all the answers, which they really don't. And most people that say these artists are even never really spoke to them at all. They never really came to no studio, record studio. They never talked to no engineer or no producers at all. None. And I believe a lot of these artists use say it as just a way to get themselves promoted. That's what it is. They trolling you by doing it. Like Katy Perry on them, they basically trolling you. Because it's a way to keep their name relevant. Because you know, some religious nut, some, you know what I'm saying, some conspiracists, like conspiracists going to take their videos and talk about them. So every time people make videos on these artists, you make them more and more famous. More so than trying to destroy them. You're not destroying them at all. You're just not, man. Because their music is always going to be a fan coming to their concerts and buying their music. Okay? And say a lot of y'all that's call yourself, you know what I'm saying, children of God, talk about these artists. You're not real children of God at all. This is like I say, man, the devil don't exist. People are talking about these artists because they want to talk about them. All right? These people do things because they want to do it. Not because the devil told them to do anything. Yeah, I mean, there's people who worship Lucifer, okay? There's people that worship the devil, but that's them. Okay, we live in a free country. You're able to do what you want to do. But me personally, the devil don't exist. I'm going to do things because I choose to do it, and it's my decision to do it, not because the devil told me to do it. The devil ain't told anything that I made the decision to do. I did it on my own. I'm getting tired of that, man. And that's the problem with religion, because it's too many Christians, like I explained before, it's too many people who go into church, they say they child and women of God, they say they want to do the right thing, but they're going to go off talking about other people behind their back. They sinning just like everybody else. It's not one person on this earth, man or woman or child, boy and girl, that's perfect. Wasn't nobody born perfect. The only one who was perfect was God. But even then, man, God had the oil to his overstay, because he obviously sent this only begotten son to die on the cross for our sins, right? God made man, and man was imperfect. Okay? Supposedly God created the devil, right? But how could God's creations be imperfect? How could God's creations be evil if he created it? You see, that's the thing that religion don't explain in the Bible. And God created the devil. You know what I'm saying? The devil was the light, right? He was the light bearer. All right, he was over musically. How could the devil be evil? The devil supposedly was evil, right? Because he tried to take over heaven. How could the devil take over something God created? That still makes no sense to me at all. And they tell you not to question religion, but there's a lot of things in the Bible that makes you question the Bible, period. Okay? Even with Noah's Ark, you're going to build two of every animal and be in the on that river for 4 days and 4 nights. But when the animals decide to start eating each other when they get hungry, how are you supposed to feed those animals for 40 days and 40 nights? You're going to put the lion, you're going to put the jaguar, the elephant, the giraffe, all these animals, knowing the lion eats every last one of them if he had the chance. You know what I'm saying? The lion is supposedly king of the jungle, right? The lion or the panther or the cougar or whatever, when them animals get hungry, they're going to eat each other. The rhino, the hippopotamus, all those. You can't put all those animals together like that and be able to survive for 40 days and 40 nights. Animals even eat humans. Cats in the jungle, such as the lions and the jaguars, whatever, they've been known to attack humans and eat them. The hippopotamus is the #1 cause of death in Africa because the hippopotamus weighs tons. A hippopotamus weighs almost as much as a fire truck. Okay? Its jaws alone can crush bowling balls because it's that much impact. The hippopotamus can bite you at like 50 miles per hour. Just impact like that can snap on you and crush your bones. Okay? How you gonna have that in a big old ship like that? I don't get it. See, even with Adam and Eve, right? Okay, so God had just Adam and Eve in the garden, right? How was the devil supposed to sin as a snake, get inside of a spirit and talk to them, right? And tell Eve to tell Adam about the forbidden fruit. Which goes to show you the devil is not somebody with a pitchfork. The devil is a spirit, right? This is why I don't believe in the devil, right? Because a lot of these videos, a lot of people who say they know the devil, who call these artists satanic, don't understand that the devil is a spirit. He's not a human being. The devil's not in a red pitchfork. He's not an imp at all. Okay? This is things that I don't understand. Okay? And matter of fact, the King James Bible, a lot of these Bibles will be rewritten anyway over the years. Okay? If y'all want to read the Bible, you ought to read the original Hebrew Bible, which I've ordered recently. I'm going to start reading me the Hebrew Bible because that's the very first Bible made. I'm not going to read this Bible from the King James because a lot of that stuff was rewritten. And now you got an LGBT version of the Bible because they took out things that they don't like. Right? No, man. People are sinning. Look what's going on to religion. There's preachers right now who say they're men of God. These are preachers right now who take advantage of their flock on a daily basis. Okay? From the Creflo Dollars and whichever else, which I covered before. Look at Joel Osteen right now, man. How you a preacher, you supposed to open your doors in your house or church to refuge, but you gonna keep your doors closed so that people can drown and suffer from the flood, from Hurricane Harvey, man. That's terrible, man. Same thing with people like Hacking the Headlines, Vigilant Christian, the Pastor Chronicles, everybody else who I got known, man. They not real children of God at all. Y'all need to stop it. Because a real children of God, a real man and woman that's out here really preaching the word of God, that's out here witnessing towards other people, that's passing out tracts and telling people about Jesus, they're not going to be going on YouTube talking about somebody else. They're not going to have a YouTube talking about Jay-Z. They're not going to be talking about Beyonce. They're not going to be talking about Mac Miller. They're not going to be talking about none of these people at all. None, man. Because that's not the word of God. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to talk about the devil all day long, man. The devil is all the way around you. If that's the case, there's no need to talk about the devil when the devil is right in front of you on a daily basis. Again, this is why I don't believe in Satan. Because people do things like they feel is right. For example, right? These people that talk about, like the man who talked about Orlando Brown, who I covered, right? That man was talking about Orlando Brown like really, like he thought it was being funny, but this dude was really being ignorant on camera. That man gonna talk about Orlando Brown, gonna make fun of Orlando Brown, but then talk about his kids in the same sentence. So I have to make a response with it. His kids didn't need to be looking at Orlando Brown in that shape and condition. You know how embarrassing that is for a child to know that their daddy was once somebody respected, is now a laughingstock, and you got to grow up with kids talking about you and your daddy. These same kids, whoever is the child of Orlando Brown, got to grow up with other kids picking on them, calling their daddy all kinds of names on national TV. That's horrible, man. You know what I'm saying? I think his name was the Logical Bro. That man don't understand that. Why? Because he does not care. All right. He's another person like everybody else on YouTube will feel because these people on camera, they ain't shit. They trash, they evil, they this and that. And no, man, these people got a heart too. Okay? That's why you're not supposed to be, if you're a man and child, if you're a Christian, you're not supposed to be talking about another human being. Because it's not for you to determine who's going to go to hell or not. It's really not. No, the devil ain't making none of these artists do what they do on camera. They doing it because they want to do it. And as far as that Aleister Crowley shit is concerned, Aleister Crowley is just another European, he's another person who came and went to study African culture and stole from it. The magic that Aleister Crowley is doing is stolen from Africa, but it's not. Africans don't use it the same way he used it. That guy was really sick and twisted and evil. You notice that Aleister Crowley don't use 666, he used 777. So that should tell you right there and there that 666 is fake. That Mark of the Beast is a fake system. And I explained it in my other video. Okay? Because since the Bible talks about the Mark of the Beast, right? The Mark of the Beast ain't going to be unleashed until when God has come back and raptured the church. So for those of you who really study Bible, you should know this already. So there's no need for you to be talking about a FEMA camp. Because if you're a real child and woman of God, then you'll know that God going to rapture you up to where you got to worry about being in no FEMA camp. God say he going to protect his people, right? From such destruction. He going to protect you from the devil, right? So if you believe in God, then that means you should be good then. You should have nothing to worry about. So for these people making videos on FEMA, making videos on these FEMA camps, I covered in my other video that that's fake. Pure fake. All right? You were looking at an army camp. You're looking at a military base. That wasn't even an actual FEMA camp at all. Okay? People do things so they can get views. People do things so they can get attention. But they're doing it at the expense of somebody else, which is innocent. Man, they doing the expense of innocent people. How the hell is Ariana Grande casting spells? That's stupid. That's what I'm saying, man. People are really retarded, man. And people just need to understand that it's just a whole lot of jealousy, man. People are just jealous and mad at these artists because they find other ways to get millions of dollars, and there's too many people broke. And that's the problem, man. There's too many people out here broke. There's too many y'all struggling. For y'all to be focused on somebody, on an entertainer, and doing what they've been doing, getting paid to do what they do. They got contract. Y'all need to focus on getting your own contract. Y'all need to focus on making your own money. Stop worrying about these entertaining artists, because y'all not going to stop any one of them. And another thing I've discovered too, there's a lot of people buying views. A lot of these YouTubers, a lot of these channels that got people talking about imagery and Satanism on these artists. A lot of these, most of them basically bought their subscribers. They paid for their subscribers. They didn't really earn their subscribers because ain't no real fan gonna believe you anyway. People that really listen to those artists ain't gonna believe a word these YouTubers got to say. And again, man, it's not real Christianity. It's not the love of God. Y'all need to stop playing around with God and stop faking it. Because it's getting really old. It's 2019. And I'm going to do another video too. I'm going to do a separate video after this. And I'm going to show you how many videos are on these artists and how many of the same artists is around. I'm going to show you that the black man and woman in the entertainment industry are talked about more so than the Caucasian. For example, right? Everybody's mad at R. Kelly, right? Everybody don't like R. Kelly. They say they tired of R. Kelly. They don't like him being a pedophile. And they trying to shame R. Kelly for what he's doing to these young women. But look at all the other directors in the industry that are not even talked about the same way. Look at the Harvey Weinsteins, okay? Look at all these other directors who happen to be Caucasian, who Lifetime won't even do a documentary on at all. None. But you'll do a documentary on R. Kelly. Y'all see what I'm saying? You see how twisted that is? Y'all see how sick that is? Y'all didn't wake up and realize what's going on. No, I don't need to know. So shout to the person who commented on my other video the other day, tried to tell me, look at the months and days to see who's in charge. No, the ones who's in charge is the government, okay? Ain't no Lucifer, ain't no devil running this country at all. Let's just be honest right now. The government is the one running the country. The government is the one who decides what we can and what we can't do. The government gonna decide how much bills we got to pay, how much money we got to pay on our taxes. For example, I live in California. The government then already determined that our taxes got to be raised up. California is expensive out here, right? Even the government are the ones who allowed Donald Trump to be president and even run for presidency. All Donald Trump proved that if you have a lot of money like he does, you can run for president. If you're a millionaire, you got multiple businesses, then you can run for president. You could be a candidate. Okay, they've actually determined that. As long as you're not on parole, you're not been in jail, or got in trouble with the law, you can run for president. Anybody can become president. Okay? That's all this is showing, right? And people get mad because the government to shut down on food stamps and all that. And we got a wall. But again, the government is allowing that to happen. The government officials, they allowed all this to happen. Okay? They're the ones who shut down the food stamps. The Republicans didn't want to shut down everything Obama did. They just need to find a candidate that's stupid enough to do it. So the Republicans basically chose Donald Trump to be president so they can distract you from what they was trying to do. Because the Republicans know a lot of people ain't going to vote. A lot of young people that's ages 18 to 22 ain't going to vote. A lot of the black community ain't going to vote no more. Thanks to Kaepernick. That's what I tell you, man. Colin Kaepernick, what he's doing is fake, because how you going to talk about Hillary and people not to vote? How you going to say you're not going to vote for either candidate, but you're not going to even vote on which proposition you want to be passed? That's what I told you about that Kaepernick thing. That's all fake. That's all a distraction. Okay? Kaepernick was paid off by George Soros to distract everybody from what's really going on. Because George Soros is an international banker, okay? He's one of the ones who helped fund the government. All right? So I'm telling you this right now. The media portrays what's going on right now, all right? They use the media as a tool to distract you. Okay? That's what I told you, man. Kaepernick's protest was all fake. That stuff was fake, man. You know what I'm saying? I understand Kaepernick's a whole nother subject, but that's all fake. Kaepernick was one of the main. Kaepernick straight said when he was under contract that he ain't gonna vote for Hillary or Donald Trump, but he ain't gonna even vote for the independent candidate. There was an independent candidate he didn't mention. He didn't mention on no laws or no propositions that he can vote on that can help stop police brutality. He didn't tell you about any of that stuff. Yet he stayed here. He remains quiet this whole time, right? Meanwhile, while Trump is trying to build a wall, the people inside the Constitution, inside the government, going to decide we're going to shut down food stamps. We're going to shut down government assistance. We ain't going to assist nobody in the hood. We ain't going to assist nobody. We're going to shut all this down.
So I don't know why people are acting so surprised. It's obvious what's going on. Just like the government allowed Obama to be president for 8 years. Why? So he eventually legalize same-sex marriage. Why? So they can make money off it. Because I told you about that, man. The the LGBTQ makes the most money. They're the main ones who spend the most money on weddings. They're the ones who get married the most and spend the most money on weddings. They're also the ones who divorce the fastest due to the surveys. Statistics shows that they're the ones who get married the fastest and get divorced just as fast as normal heterosexual couples. Okay, so no, the reason why we got a whole lot of craziness going on is not because of the devil at all. Because people are doing things because they want to do it. They feel like doing it. It feels good to them. It feels good for them to snort drugs and do lean and do crystal meth. It feels good for them to gang bang, wear a rag. You know what I'm saying? Throw up a gang sign and then start shooting at other people. It feels good for them to do it, right? Because they want to be accepted. It feels good for them to get inside of a car and drive drunk and then wind up hitting somebody, right? The devil didn't tell you to get inside no car with no license and no insurance. You did it on your own. The devil didn't go and tell you to go inside a strip club and go cheat on your wife. You did it on your own. The devil didn't tell you to start talking about your husband, not trust your husband, and divorce your husband because you suspect he cheated on you. You did it on your own. Again, man, people are not taking responsibility for their own actions. That's the problem with Christianity. Too many people in the church are too busy talking about other people. They not checking themselves. Like G. Craig Lewis, the main one with that truth about him. He the main reason why we got all these conspiracy theories and stuff in the first place. He started this stuff. That's like I told you, man. G. Craig Lewis was part of the problem. G. Craig Lewis will talk about the devil all day long, but he don't realize that G. Craig Lewis has lied on most of those artists in there. Most of what he's saying about in his truth about hip hop videos ain't even true. It's only 30 or 40% of that videos have true. About 56 of it's all false. Okay, it's all opinionated. Man ain't a real preacher, he's an evangelist. Okay? So that's basically my beliefs. I believe in Yahshua, I believe in God, I don't believe in the devil. Okay? If we're doing wrong things, karma's gonna come back around. If you do wrong, God's gonna punish you in his own way. God ain't gonna have no devil punish you, because that just sounds ignorant and stupid. Because if that's the case, then why is God allowing the devil to even be down here doing what he's been doing over the last 2,000 some years? It don't make any sense. Okay? And this is where I have a problem with religion views, period. Because if you look at the Hebrew Bible, you look at Horus, you look at ancient Kemet, then you understand that there really is no Satan. They're not talking about Lucifer. None of those Bibles. The Bible that has Horus in it is not mentioning Lucifer at all. That is fairly new. Okay? And 666 is just the combination for melanin, for the skin tone, for melanin, the black skin. Okay? The reason why white folks hate black folks so much because they can't justify the fact that we look like this way, right? So they think of us as the devil. We're the dark energy. Okay? I told you, man, this is what a lot of these this is why racism came from. And who started the racism? The government did. Because when black folks was enslaved in this system, we were brought into this government system. They killed the people we had here, the aboriginals we had already here. They brought people from Africa here to work for them and bob off. All right? So the reason why you got white folks that hate black people because of our skin color. We're the devil to them. 666. They took that from ancient Kemet. They know ancient Kemet. The ones who know the truth know that 666 is ancient Kemet from melanin, right? It had nothing to do with the devil. It had nothing to do with Lucifer. They put that in there to scare you, to make you believe the beliefs that they want you to believe in. Okay? So they want you to say that this is a 666 symbol when those who basically been around before there was YouTube and before there was social media know that the Bloods were throwing this up first. This was an OK symbol. This is not even a 666 symbol at all. So you know what I'm saying? And that's how sick this country is. That's how sick this belief system is, man. That's what I'm saying. The devil ain't around. The devil don't exist no more. Not in my world, man. Now, y'all can interpret that whichever way y'all want to interpret. Okay? I already know y'all going to talk about me. Y'all going to come on video hating. That's fine. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about me, but that's my beliefs. Okay? It's my life, not yours. All right? And by me not believing the devil, then I don't got to worry about none of this other stuff that's been going on. I don't got to worry about no FEMA camp. Okay? I ain't got to worry about no market beats. I ain't got to worry about that. Because that's the problem, man. Too many people are being scared. They doing these videos out of fear. You're too busy being scared, but you're not focusing on living your own life. You're not enjoying life at all. Y'all, it's a whole world out there, man. It's a beautiful day, man. Y'all gotta go out there and enjoy the sunshine. Y'all need to stop focusing on negativity. That's the problem with social media in general. Too many people are focused on negativity. For example, Beyonce and Jay-Z, they doing what they love to do. God gave them the talent to sing and rap. So why would God condemn them for doing what they've been doing? You see what I'm saying? These entertainers, these artists, these athletes are doing what they're doing so they can feed their families. They can pay their bills. This is their job. This is their life. You don't have the same type of talent, so you don't understand their life. So how can you say what they're doing is being evil when you don't go through what they're going through? You don't know how hard they work. So I don't want nobody else. I know this one lady says people are pre-selected. No, don't ever come on my channel with that nonsense. I don't want nobody come on my channel talking that nonsense. Nobody's pre-selected at all. Nobody's just chosen. Nobody blows up overnight. These artists was doing music before they got the deals. They got what's called mixtapes. They put out their own EPs, and they were already performing at local venues within their own city. Okay? Before they got picked up by these major labels like Warner, like Universal, Sony, okay, Atlantic 300, they were already under a different label. They're already under a different management company. They have their own managers who work with them, okay? So y'all need to understand it. And if you don't believe me, you can Google this information I told you. You can talk to actual producer. You can talk to engineer. You can take a field trip and go to one of these recording studios. You can try to talk to these artists themselves, and they'll tell you how much work they got to put in. Because truth be told, a lot of them got their own religion. They don't believe in no devil or no Satan. Okay? And people been in music, man. A lot of these heavy metal artists, they been worshiping the devil. That's nothing new. All right? But that's their own religion. That has nothing to do with them, with their music themselves, okay? No, I'm tired of it, man. It's 2019. Y'all need to start talking about other things. Instead of fucking for you Christians, right? You people, you truthers, right? You people who go on YouTube talking about these artists, talking about the devil all day long. You need to be telling people how they can receive God so they can be raptured one day. Since y'all talking about the Antichrist all day long, y'all want to talk about the mark of the beast. You want to talk about the devil. How about telling people how they can be saved? Like I did in one of my videos I did last year. I told people how they can have God come into their heart, how they can receive God, how they can start studying God. I said that. Most of y'all are not saying that. Hacking the headlines, none of them are telling you about God at all. They're not preaching the word of God. They're not telling you about the good things God has done at all. They're not telling you no other scriptures in the Bible, nothing. They focus on stuff that has nothing to do with us. They talking about things that they're not gonna stop. Okay? You'll sit there and talk about the devil and music and the entertainers all day long, but you don't want to talk about how God can help save you. You don't want to talk about how God can heal you. You don't want to talk about none of that. So how are you real Christians? Y'all need to stop it. No, these people are just using the devil as an excuse to talk about artists they hate because they're jealous of them. That's all it is. All right? So that explains it, man. I don't believe in the devil no more. That's what I don't believe in. Okay? Let the records be shown, man. That a lot of people who are Christians, Catholics, or whatever, man, wherever religion they come from, they've done a lot of bad things too, believing in God. All right? There's people that believed in Jesus have also done some bad things, all right? Which the devil did not tell them to do. They did it on their own, okay? So anyways, y'all, that's the video, man. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing, man. Y'all stay blessed. Stay tuned. I'll see you soon.